Alright, good morning YouTube. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a video I literally just watched by Steve Shaw over at the Massive Iron channel. And in this video, he kind of talks about how your training split does not matter, and I agree. But before we get into that topic, if you are interested in coaching or supporting the channel, please go into the link below where you can find my coaching services or you can buy merch. And all of that will really help support me and the channel. Thank you so much for watching. And if you do like this video and other videos on this channel, I do recommend subscribing. But let's get into the topic of the video. So after watching this video, it's very easy for people to, I can definitely like get into the mindset of people who would listen to that and think to themselves, no, that's not right. My split does matter. This split is better. Look at who uses this split. It's like, shut the fuck up, okay, right? So the thing is, when it comes to your training split really only serves one or two, like one purpose, right? Just really one purpose, because like it all kind of falls under this. What enables you to progress? That is it. That is the only thing that your training split does. Now, we can unpack that a bit more, and like, but the thing is, if you want to keep it simple, the number one thing your program split does is just it allows you to progress. Does your program split allow you to recover enough so you progress? Does your training split allow you to train in a way that allows you to be consistent so you can progress? Progress, strength, getting stronger, doing safe plus ones as he recommends. That's what a training split should facilitate. There's nothing magical about training in like let's look at the splits that are commonly used by your favorite bodybuilders, favorite powerlifters. There's nothing really magical about them. What I found is that I've used so many throughout my training career, which honestly isn't that long, but I've but I've completed many other training programs, and they all worked. It was just a matter of, okay, I did this training program for about 12 weeks. Here's what I liked about it. Here's what I didn't like about it. Then I go into another training program. But with the thing that I did like, the thing that allows me to progress, I kept. And then I moved forward, move forward until I finally came to a point where I kind of know how I like to train, how I know I like to progress, and now I'm kind of set. Every now and then I'll like do a complete divergence, which is what I did when I started working with Faz lifts. The way I was training with him was substantially different, but it brought me back in touch with certain things that are super important, and that is what is being missed by people who focus so much on training splits, and that is progression. I am very guilty of having my messaging kind of be mixed or unclear because the sentences that I put in to maybe clarify things kind of gets lost when the rest of the video or the rest of the content I put out is in favor of or in opposition of a certain type of training split. But one of my most popular videos kind of goes over the push-pull legs. Most of my videos that are like really popular kind of go over push-pull legs, and I do have a video on this channel talking about why I don't like the push-pull legs. It's a personal opinion, but one thing I make sure to say in that video is that if you are consistent, if you are able to make progress, it doesn't fucking matter. Everything that I said in that video, why I don't like the push-pull legs, does not matter if you are consistent and you can make progress. And same thing applies with any other split. If you can't make progress on an upper lower sucks. If you can't make progress on a full body, it sucks. And here's another thing. I used to be one of those guys who really liked frequency training. I was one of those guys who thought to myself, well, if you want to get really good at it, do it more frequently. But one thing that I found is that people who have been really, really strong, have worked with people who are really, really strong, they actually would hear that and think to and like wouldn't really think much of it because they've seen people go with low frequency approaches get really, really strong. People who are much stronger than myself train with much lower frequencies than I was advocating at the time. And one thing that I've done for the past couple months is that I actually brought some of my lifts down to a 1 time per week frequency, and I'm still making progress. So this is just all to say that there are a lot of good things out there. Now, this is kind of where I feel like it's necessary to be a little careful on my part, just because we know that a lot of things work. We know that almost anything can work. However, that doesn't mean everything will. If you look at people who are like kind of like spinning around with cables thinking that that's like training themselves to be like more functional or whatever, and they think that's what's going to enable them to be the strongest and biggest versions of themselves, they're kidding themselves, and you shouldn't follow into that. I can't believe that I saw that on Instagram. Like, I'll kind of review that maybe in the future. But if you are following a process that allows you to go from where you're currently at to a level that is objectively better, and like, so you're not changing around your measuring stick from one week to another, the measuring stick is the exact same, but you're getting further each time. You're doing one more rep, you're adding a little bit more weight, you're adding weight and doing more reps, you are increasing the density of your workouts. If these are things that are being accomplished with your split, who cares what someone has to say about your split? I have my personal biases, I have my personal preferences, but I always try to make sure that I mention that before I actually review a program. That's why, and I hope that I do that, because, like, I can't like remember every single video that I make, but moving forward, I'm going to make sure that I do so. Being involved in creating YouTube fitness content, I've been able to kind of like have a bit more discussions with people and have a lot more of my opinions change over time. But I always try to make sure that I disclose my personal biases. But here's the thing: never ever conflate a workout program, a workout split, for what is the purpose of workout programs and workout splits, and that is progress. Progress is the number one thing that you need to be focused on. It's the number one thing you need to be passionate about. A split is just the vehicle you choose to get in there. Whether or not you choose a Honda Civic or a Toyota Corolla, as long as you keep it well gassed and like stay on the right road, you're going to get to your destination, right? So you can think to yourself like, oh, like if I go from a Honda Civic to a Mercedes Benz, like a upper lower to a push pull legs, I'm going to get to my destination in a better or more feasible way. No, you traveled the same distance, you got to the same destination. It doesn't really matter the vehicle you chose to get there. All that matters is that you chose to go onto the right path, and that path is the path of progression. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Carlos the King, and like I mentioned, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to work with me as your strength coach for strength or building muscle, the link is in the description. Or if you want to support the channel by buying merch, this is our minimalist design that is available on the website as well. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.